Whenever you make a decision to go into a relationship without first talking to God, the truth will always show its ugly face. Man, my brothers in the room, man, when you were seeking after that woman, man, you made sure you took 3 showers. Come on, somebody. You made sure you had on the best deodorant, you had on the best sprays, you had on the best cologne, you made sure you had a couple little dollars in your pocket even though your bank account was broke. You made sure that you already mapped out the date. You made sure that you can talk to her and listen to everything that she's got to say. You made sure that she was her person that she could call on, the person that she could lean on, but then you got married. Woo! And when you clutch her into the relationship, what you realize is that the person that was presented before you, ladies, ain't the same person that you married to on today. Okay, hold on, brothers. I got to switch sides over here and talk about my ladies because I need you to understand, man, that ladies, man, y'all ain't all in the clear either. Come on, somebody. You do know that, like, in this society, like, they refer to men as being dogs and they refer to women as being cats or felines. You do understand that why they say that women are cats. Because unlike dogs, cats know how to bury their stuff without everybody noticing that it's in the room. In other words, dogs, when they go out back, you can see all the poop stains everywhere. You see exactly where they've buried. You see everything. You can see all the evidence. But cats are of such creatures that when they do it with such grace that, man, they can hide some stuff right in plain sight without you even knowing that it was there. And what it speaks to is the fact that in theory, by and large, women have this deceptive nature about them where if they wanted to fool you, they could. This is why when you're about to enter into a relationship, you've got to make sure that you seek counsel first. Because if you don't seek counsel first, the person that you end up choosing may not be the same person after the marriage vows are given. Let me just say this to my ladies, man. I know that you're looking for tall, dark, and handsome. Come on, somebody. But while you think you're marrying tall, dark, and handsome, you may also be marrying someone who is abusive, someone who is angry, someone who doesn't want to see you do well and is condescending. Ladies, the same thing is, fellas, the same thing is with you. Some fellas right here, the only thing they're really looking for, they're looking for a woman who is slim in the waist, come on, somebody, and cute in the face, come on, somebody. But I need you to know that some diseases come in pretty packaging. I'm looking down. I need you to understand that, like, man, the reason why the HIV epidemic was of such is because the folk that they was getting it from were folk who look good. Come on, somebody. And so, family, before you enter into a relationship, you've got to make sure that you seek counsel. Somebody say counsel. You've got to make sure you seek counsel from the... Let me just pause right here, because I know somebody is listening to me right now, and they're saying, Pastor, you ought to tell them this is the reason why they ought to be looking for their mate in the church. Can I debunk that myth? That, you know, we got outside devils and we got church devils too. Y'all don't look at me like y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, somebody. Some of the very same people who sitting in the pews who have a good track record, some of the very same people who will lift up holy hands in worship are some of the very same people who are rotten on the inside. As a pastor, man, I have to do counseling with multiple couples, and I can't tell you how many couples met in the choir loft, how many couples met right there in the lobby, how many couples met right there in the pew, but their only criteria for picking the mate was that they were the same denomination as them. This is why when you're making a choice, somebody say choice. Come on, somebody. This is why when you're making a choice to be with somebody, you've got to make sure that you receive counsel first. Because, y'all, God don't just see the outside, but God also sees the heart. And, man, what you may think is good on the outside may be something that may be rotten on the inside. And if you would just seek counsel first, you'll be able to hear God's voice in leading you into that relationship. Come on, son.